Hey friendlies, I'm Carolyn. Welcome back to my life, living in an RV. And right on cue, Sadie decided she needed a drink. So happy Tuesday, happy election day. If you're anything like me, and I know many of you are, you're on pins and needles today and really, I don't even know what I'm feeling. It's a whole bunch of things. But so I thought it would be the perfect day, since many of us are just feeling kind of on the edge of our seats and anxious. I thought it would be a really good day to share a story with you that is so inspiring and so motivating and so badass that I just thought it would be just a really good story of good news and inspiration for all of us today, but especially if you're a woman who might be retired in her 70s and who deals with family who tells you you can't. So this isn't my story. This is a story of someone many of us know in person and in the Friendly Nation Club on Facebook. Linda, and Linda has given me permission to share this story. So it's a great story, and Linda is one of the founding members of the Friendly Nation Club on Facebook. She's been a moderator for years, and she's just been a lot of people know her from that group. She's done a really good job with it. And so Linda gave me permission to share this story. So let me tell you a little bit about Linda. Linda's going to be 75 pretty soon, and she's been living in an RV for a couple of years. She has some health issues. She has some mobility issues. She had some sleep apnea. She just got a CPAP, and so I gave her the OPS battery so that she will be able to go out mostly in the summertime. She spends her summers in her son's driveway in Utah, and she likes to go up to the mountains by herself and camp, and so she needed the OPS for her CPAP. And so that's kind of what Linda has been doing the last couple of years. She spends the summers in Utah with her son, and in the winter she goes to Arizona. Well, every year she goes, her son's like, I really wish you wouldn't. I worry about you. I really think you know, I don't know if this is a good idea for you. And usually she's like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go. It's what I want to do. I don't want to live in your driveway all winter. This is just what I want to do. And she goes anyway. This year, however, her son was like, you can't go. I don't want you to go. And her doctor said, I don't know. I don't really think you should go. And she's like, why not? You know, I'm going to be plugged into an RV park surrounded by people. And her doctor, you know, he was like, yeah, I just don't think it's a good idea. And her son was like, no, I don't want you to go. I just absolutely don't want you to go. And so she emailed me and she's like, I don't know what to do. You know, I mean, maybe they're right. Maybe I shouldn't go. You know, maybe it's just I'm too old, and maybe it's just time for me to face the fact that I just can't travel alone like I used to, and I can't be as free as I want to be. And she texted me or sent me an email and said, you know, I'm just not going to go. But I still have my little trips during the summer. I'm just not going to go, because she was getting all this pressure from her son and her doctor and all these men in her life telling her, you can't, you shouldn't, a woman alone, especially an older woman alone. And so she gave in to that. She's like, I'm not going to go. You know, I think maybe they're right. Maybe it's just time to face the fact that I can't do this anymore. And I emailed her back, and I was kind of like, well, you know, that's something that you have to decide for yourself. And if I were in that situation, I think I would be asking myself, what's worst case scenario that can happen on the road? That, you know, what would it be the difference of having a medical emergency on the road versus at home? But I'm not trying to lean you either way. You have to decide this for yourself. And I'm not there yet, so I don't know. And she's like, I don't know. I just don't know. So a few days ago, I wake up in the morning, you know, 8, 9, I don't even know what time it was. I'm on East Coast time, so I'm doing everything a lot earlier than I normally do because I'm used to Pacific time. Anyway, whenever I got on Facebook, I think it was like 8 o'clock Pacific time, probably, that I got on Facebook. And I saw that I had a message from Linda, and the message was dated, was time-stamped 4:40 a.m. My son just left for work. Screw it, I'm leaving. My son just left for work and I'm leaving. Screw it, I want to go.
No. I'm getting my bag. And I'm leaving.
And I was like laughing so hard, and I was just like, you go. I was like, that is the most badass thing. And I just pictured her driving off. It's like, okay, peeking out the window, is he gone yet? And just driving away. But 4:40 in the morning, she emails me, screw it, I'm going. My son just left for work. I'm out of here. And by the time I got the message, she was already on the road, put many miles under her tires. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am so proud of you. That is the most badass thing I have ever heard. And I was just so thrilled and so happy because I didn't think she was going to go. I thought that rather than listen to herself, because, and you know, this is what we do, especially as women, you know, this is what we do. Instead of listening to ourselves and having faith in ourselves and trusting ourselves and trusting that we know what's best for us, ourselves, right? That we know what's best for our bodies. We know how to take care of ourselves. We oftentimes have been trained that we don't know what's best for us because men, you know, doctors, relatives, husbands, fathers, the government, you know, always feel so entitled to tell us how we feel, what to do with our bodies, you know, all of those things. And so I was just so proud of her. She was able to sit with herself for a few days and say, okay, I hear the doctors, I hear their concerns, but you know what, I'm okay. And anything that I experience on the road, and it only took her one night in a truck stop, you know, and she was there the next day. Anything I experience on the road, I can handle because I'm powerful. I am strong. I might be 75, I might be female, but I can do it. And she did. And she's there. And she's safe and sound where she is in an RV park. She's safe and sound where she wants to be. She didn't have to settle for something that she didn't want and spend the entire winter being miserable. So thank you, Linda, for allowing me to share this story. Thank you for being another example of a badass, brave woman. And I think that Linda is a great example to all of us to check in with ourselves, take all this other information into account. You know, is my son's concern really realistic, or is he just being afraid for the sake of being afraid? My doctors, you know, how they have to be cautious, you know, they have to be, and they have to give me certain advice, but only I know me. Only I know my limitations. I know my body. I know how I feel. I know that I am capable of taking care of myself. Even if I start feeling sick on the road, I can pull over, I can call 911. Only I know that. 500 men don't know that. I know that. So congratulations, Linda. Thank you for sharing this story with me and allowing me to share it with all of you. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think? Give Linda a big round of applause. And I hope that her story inspired many of you, because I know there are a lot of women here, especially once you get up in the 70s. And I've met women on the road, even 79. I think the woman 79, she just started at my meet and greet. So I know there are a lot of women who are facing this exact situation, and so I wanted to share it with you so that Linda can be your inspiration. Good luck to us all today. Thanks for watching me. Be sure to check your subscriptions. Even if you think you're subscribed, please double check, because people are always unsubscribed, and I need your help to get to 140,000. I want to get it before the end of the month. I need about 300 more subscribers, so 140,000. Check your subscriptions. Hit the bell for notifications. Click the thumbs up. Good luck to all of us today. Good luck, America. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. I'll see you soon.